All right, welcome to the after show, Freeform Rock Podcast, YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, share, man, share away. We got the Mooger Fooger here. We got the original OG here, Lee Gishman.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
I can't say your name, man.
But
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 Mud,
but hey, I don't mind that.
hey Mooger, you said you wanted to talk about something on here. What'd you want to talk about first?
um, several things that we were bunny trailing on the episode that I thought, well, that we could just save that and push that over to the after show. But um, uh, that I don't know. Do you want to get into the whole Michael Sweet discussion?
Yeah, that was on my notes, but I wanted to see what you wanted to do. So
Okay, well, we can talk about that. That's fine.
go for it,
I
man.
can start. So
You start.
anyway, I mean, no, man, Michael Sweet's the coolest. I've met him a few times. Been in the striper since To Hell with the Devil Went Back. You know, Soldiers Under Command and Forward.
Soldiers
Pretty
Under
much,
Command was my first one.
yeah, yeah. What a great record, man.
Great fucking record.
To this day, it's a great record.
Enigma Records, clear
Yeah,
cassette. Remember the clear cassette?
yes,
That was
sir.
awesome. We go, oh look, Capitol and Enigma before Warner Brothers had those clear cassettes. Warner Brothers came last.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
I had the clear cassettes, and I remember me and my friends always thought if they're clear cassettes, they somehow sound better, as if the colored cassettes made
I
it
know
sound
it
not
was
as
like
good.
I like the clear cassettes with the clear. I was like an elitist. Go look, my band has
Yeah,
this. Your band has the fucking.
well, back up. It all had to do with something called a chromium dioxide tape.
Yeah,
And it had that little marking on it. I think it was CHO2 or
yeah.
something. You know, it was some kind of
yeah,
periodic table
yeah.
bullshit that said, okay, this tape is going to be more durable, it's going to sound better, absorb sound better. And to some extent, I think they were okay with that because this BMG or Columbia House Record House bullshit I got
They
was
didn't
on
give
some.
you the clear cassettes. They sucked.
No, they were on some sketchy tape too because he played it too often. I remember having a piece of tape melt over the tape head. And I
Dude,
had
I
to take,
got I got Ario Speedwagon Good Trouble, and guess what? When I played it, it was Ozzy's Bark at the Moon.
yep, that happened a lot. Happened a lot. I mean, that's not uncommon. But anyway, with Michael Sweet, Striper, the whole deal. Jerry says differently, and I respect him, and I'm sure he does have some kind of a different proof, and I respect that, and I'll look at it if he sends it. But the whole deal is, I Michael Sweet has always said we are Christians in a rock band. We are not a Christian rock band. We are Christians within a rock band. So, yes, their lyrics are going to present what they believe, what they feel. And I don't have a problem with that. Now, I'm not, I think religion is the worst thing that ever happened to Christianity because, religion is religion. I'm a Christian, and I'm not going to make this a that kind of episode, but I'm a
But
Christian.
religion isn't of God. Just remember that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I was trying to
So
help you there.
my personal belief is Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Said and done. If anybody else has a different opinion, awesome. I don't shove it on you. You don't shove it on me. If we can come together on it, that's awesome. Or if we can at least listen to one another, I'll listen to you about yours, listen to me about mine. Let's just talk about it. And maybe some light bulbs will go off, maybe some hearts will be open, maybe some fists will be unclenched. Who knows? You don't need to start a war over it. Just
Just
because
be a
you
good
don't.
human to people. Who cares
Yeah.
Yep.
what they believe in? Be who you are to people. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. Be nice. Be
Yep.
kind. Help
Be
one
nice.
another, and we'll all be in a better place.
Yeah.
We're nobody is perfect. My opinion is not better than anybody else's opinion. Some
Yes,
people
sir.
think that I always need to be right. No, that's Lee, not me. And
Well,
Lee
in
knows,
music, anything else, I'm free with whatever
but
anybody
but
says.
but
Just
in
kidding.
music, do I ever tell people they need to agree with my opinion. I've never told that to people.
I'm hoping
You
you
do.
will,
I
but
don't. Yeah.
I'm hoping you will, but if you don't want to, then I guess
I
I have to
don't
live with
want
it.
to because I don't like Mooger likes a lot of shit I don't like. I probably like a lot of shit he don't like. But I don't down him that he likes fucking the Elder or whatever, you know that stuff.
Hell yeah.
I like Crazy Nights, so sue me on that one.
And no, Crazy Nights is a great record. It just doesn't.
Oh,
I love Crazy Nights when it came out. It was one of my, I could not wait for it to come out and dug into it and loved everything about it when it came out. But as a 49-year-old man, I go back and drop that into the player and put it on. I'm like, nah, just it absolutely sounds dated to that time.
What's
And
wrong
what
with sounding dated? It's good memories, man.
well, the good memories for sure. Those are all still there. But it's the massive amounts of reverb, it's just yeah. I
Well,
can listen, I could put in a Hotter Than Hell and I can see that being played today.
yeah,
Whereas
I think of both of those albums as not my favorite. They're like one is too much one way, the other is too much the other way. That's me.
You both are huge Kiss fans compared to I.
Yeah.
It's like
another great song off the Elder.
Oh God, no.
That's I always said some like there's about 1.5 good songs on the Elder. I will say I'll make that 2 songs because I is another of the half good songs.
You know what I gotta give Kiss credit for? I gotta give Kiss credit for non-fans or casual fans will still talk about you. I'm not a fucking huge Kiss nerd. I don't care about Kiss, but I have people on the shows that do care. So I bring it up for them because they love Kiss. And I like to let them get their Rolling Stones yayas out on that shit. It's cool because Kiss is an interesting subject, even though I don't like most of their music. I like the 70s stuff. I like a lot of the 80s stuff. Just when they started like ripping off the fans or lip syncing into tapes, that's when I'm like going, I can't support a fake band like this, man. If Rush got caught doing that, I would be pissed at them too. So, but they did use backing keyboards and some bass parts for Geddy. Come on, it's a 3-man band. They could use that, but the vocals are live, the guitar playing was live, and the drums are always live with Rush.
I never had a problem with the band putting even like a dual solo up the middle, like if we're panning left and right live, and they wanted to just put one more guitar track up the middle just to beef it up a little bit live. I don't have a problem with that. As long as everybody on the stage and singing is doing it live, I don't care if you embellish it with some chiclets, a little keyboard, a little sound effects, an additional guitar, whatever, I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with people actually on the stage not doing what they say they're doing. That's where it kind of crosses the line. So
it's
if
like
you want to,
it's like bill it as that, hey, we're using tracks.
well, like
be honest.
Wasp on this last run, Blocky said, "Yeah, man, we're absolutely popping in backing vocals."
But he was actually singing live to his own
No,
vocals.
everybody on the stage was playing their shit live.
Yeah.
But like on the gang vocals and stuff, they were just tracking some additional shit in. Why not, man? That makes people in the crowd. It sounds great.
It's like Stryper said, they get going back to Michael Sweet, because I haven't talked about him yet. But going back to him, he said that if you want to hear Yahweh live, we're not going to bring a full orchestra on to play that intro to Yahweh. So that makes sense. We're going to pipe that shit in before we start that song. But Michael Sweet, man, I think he's genuine. He did it. My wife got a cameo.
I'm thinking, I was just going to say quickly, I'm thinking if I ever went on stage and had a band, I would bring someone else who looked like me and sounded exactly like me to sing with me. So then they would say, Lee has a backing Lee.
So you'd
Anyway,
be like
going.
Wolfgang Van Halen in his new video.
Yeah.
Another celebration at the end of the world. You should check out that song, Lee. It fucking rules.
Okay, I do
Cool.
like his first album, so
Second album is harder, dude.
oh, well,
Harder.
then I'll definitely
He
take a look at it.
rips on guitar on this album, dude.
Okay,
God
that
dang.
sounds
People could
right on.
dude, Eddie taught him well. And so did his uncle,
Yeah.
because the guy could play drums too.
Mm.
God
Yeah.
damn. This guy plays every instrument on the
Mhm.
album, dude. He has a touring band. But fuck,
Yeah, he
man.
doesn't ever respond to my tweets either. Oh well.
But the guy's busy, man. Give him a break.
Well, he responds to people who don't like him, but I don't want to go to that level
Well,
to
yeah,
get him
I
to
love that.
respond.
I love how he tells him to fuck off.
Mhm.
Fucking Wolf's
Yeah.
got an attitude. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Charles Trainer, if you're watching, he's like the new Liam Gallagher. He tells people to fuck the fuck off. I know, Charles, you're watching. I love you, bro. You fucking rule. Fucking, I love Mooger. I love everybody. I wish we had a 4-person podcast. I love everybody. I want them all on the fucking show. But fucking Michael Sweet, man. Let me finish what I'm talking since you interrupted me, Lee. I love the guy. Gave me a great cameo. He doesn't charge too much for those. The guy, he speaks his mind like I do, and I admire that. He doesn't care about the repercussions, because sometimes I do. Because sometimes I do get a little sensitive. I'm a little bitch. But but I love the guy. I love how he speaks his mind, and he speaks. I'm not gonna get religious, because there is no religion. That's of the devil. But he just speaks the truth. That's about it. But what about this other guy, man? Did you have any other things to say? Because I got another guy in the news that's pretty fucking
Hit it.
Sebastian Bach. He's being a fucking Sammy Hagar. I'm back in the band, man. Let me back in the band. There's no reason we should be in there. Yeah, there is, because you're a dick to the other members of the band and you push your wheel on everybody. But Lee, what do you think about Sebastian, man? But that new song he released is fucking pretty rad.
Um, I would say that it it's like, well, they do good stuff without him, but they also do good stuff with him. So either way, I'm fine about it. I think that you know, I don't see why they can't at least, talk to him and see where he's coming from now, and to see if he's going to mellow out. And if he doesn't, then don't have him
Sorry.
be like that. Of course, that's like asking David Lee Roth the same thing, to stop being like him, you know. But the point is, I've even seen Eddie when he was drunk in interviews, when he acted nuts, and then he could be pretty damn scary. So he was able to handle David Lee Roth, whereas I think the Skid Row guys in general aren't as intense as um Sebastian. So they might find it harder to deal with him.
What do
You
you think?
know.
What do you think about that, Mooger?
Well, I mean, I'm with Lee on that really. It's what makes Sebastian Bach is being Sebastian Bach. Okay. He is high strung. He's probably really fucking annoying to be around if you yourself are a low key individual. So you got the rest of the guys pretty low key, just Jersey dudes, man, just hanging out. And they got this crazy Canadian coming down and going, "Hey, I'm Sebastian." I mean,
That was a
but
good fucking. That was a good
yeah,
Sebastian right there, dude.
but he's like,
Yeah.
he's just always on fucking 11, and maybe they don't want to be on 11 all the time. All I gotta say is they were a
Yeah.
perfect fit. They released perfect records, in my opinion. Even Subhuman Race. Hold your comment.
Yeah.
But I love that man. I love him for his energy. I love him for his outspokenness. I love him for the music he still creates. And I don't
He hasn't
think,
made a bad solo album.
no, Angel Down was amazing.
Mage of Down, Kicking and Screaming.
Kicking, screaming, yeah.
Yeah, great
So
shit.
I think Sebastian is an amazing man, amazing artist. I've seen him live solo 3 or 4 times.
Oh,
Always so good.
I seen
Always
him
so good.
open up for Aerosmith on the Pump tour. That was fucking great.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I mean, I love the man, but I also respect Skid Row as the other members. He must have really fucking been a handful. He must have really pissed them off because they're like, nope, we've had $1 million offers, multiple $1 million
Just
offers
think he
on the
must have
table.
been worse than David Lee Roth because Van Halen got back together with Roth.
Yeah, there you go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So at some point, he must have really pissed somebody off, and they are just like, they're like, nope, our sanity and our happiness and our
Yeah.
quietness is worth way more than that. And they like I think like Snake was saying on some interviews, like people think we pay, we play for peanuts and we drive around in a Yugo to get to our shows. It's like, no, man, we make good money, we make good guarantees. They're still releasing good music with a really great singer. And Sebastian just needs to be him, man. Just go be awesome on your
Yeah.
own. Just be awesome, be Sebastian. We all remember you with Skid Row. That music's not going anywhere. You keep it alive with what you do. Unless it's for a payday, there's no real reason for them to reunite. I would
Yeah.
love to see a one-off. I would love to see them do like a couple of songs, just him on stage, them hooking up. And I just don't think it's gonna happen. But I think that's because Sebastian is such a big energy, all on his own, man. He is just so bright and so energetic and so awesome. And I don't say any of these things ever to like put down Sebastian, why Skid Row doesn't like him. I just think they're on 2 different wavelengths, man. I think you got these laid back Jersey dudes that have their own lives going now. They got kids, they've taken kids to school, whatever, they got their businesses on the side, whatever. And then you got Sebastian. I think they're afraid that if he comes back in, it's just going to be like 7 bottles of wine deep before we hit the stage, and maybe that's not true. So I don't know. I mean, that's speculation, but I don't know what they think. They have way more inside knowledge than any of us armchair quarterbacks will ever have. They know what's going
Yeah.
on. They know the inner turmoil. They know why they don't want Sebastian back.
Yeah.
That's okay. I think Sebastian does great on his own. I think that new song he released was amazing. Really anthemic, like really arena rock kind of sounding. I think he's gonna do fine. And the rest of Skid Row, they're not going anywhere. And they're always gonna have, if Eric continues to be a really good singer for them, I think they'll be around a few more albums. And they're still releasing good music. Sebastian's releasing new music. I think we got the best of both worlds here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I liked it when Solinger, the last 2 EP Solinger did with Skid Row. Those are really good.
His vocals are amazing.
I don't like the first album Solinger did with him, but I like those 2 EPs.
The last 2 EPs, The Revolution.
Yeah, those are fucking great.
Yeah.
And there was supposed to be a third one of that, but
Yeah.
they let him go. So, and then he brought in that ZP guy who really sucked.
It was not a good fit. It wasn't a good fit. I mean,
Yeah.
I understood because he had the range, but it wasn't a good fit.
Yeah, just because you can sing like King Diamond, you shouldn't be in King Skid Row.
Was he the
If he
guy
sung
with
like
the
King
really
Diamond,
short?
he'd be fired.
Was he with the really short hair?
Who?
Like the guy you're talking about, ZP, the guy, did he have was he the guy with the really
He
short
was in
hair?
Dragon Force. You ever heard Dragon Force?
Yes.
Leaguers?
What was he the guy who did a few YouTube videos of him singing and people were commenting on how good he was?
That's Eric
Oh.
Grunwald.
Okay, so that's the guy now.
You did a review of The Gang's All Here on this
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, so it's a different guy then.
Eric Grun. You know, we're talking about Johnny Solinger, the Damned
Yeah, yeah.
EPs. Those are fucking great. I didn't like
Yeah.
that first album he did with them, but I love Eric Grunwald. That Gang's All Here is fucking amazing. I miss them,
Yeah,
but
that's pretty cool.
Buck Cherry and Skid Row just played at the Anaheim House of Blues. I would have
Oh,
loved to have seen that fucking show.
I saw that tour here maybe 6 months ago.
How was it?
Oh, fucking amazing, dude.
Buck Cherry rules, right?
They, the funny thing is, I think Jerry or you, or I think maybe you were saying that Buck Cherry's just a party band, man. They're talking about the drugs, the drinking, the chicks. And it's the funny thing is that Josh Shad, the lead singer, was completely sober when they wrote that record about snorting coke and drinking and crazy, and then later on
yeah,
crazy bit. He was completely sober by that point. He had sobered up, but he was writing from past experiences for sure.
yeah.
So
Are
it
they
Dude,
was,
worth hearing? Because I might have tried hearing a song or two, but
I
I
love
forget what
that
I
fucking
think.
that fuck EP that Buck Cherry did. The motherfucker is all about. Fucking love that fucking
Hmm.
fist
I don't
fuck
think I've never
mother.
heard that.
You
I've
never
never
heard
heard
the
it.
fuck EP by Buck Cherry?
No,
Every song is fucking it like fist fuck the motherfucker.
it's a
Everything
fuck
is.
EP. Okay,
I'm gonna send you that on YouTube, dude. You gotta
well,
listen to
send
the
it to me.
fuck
Well, send
EP.
it to
That is an
Messenger.
amazing album.
The
Yeah.
the other, yeah. So you said you had that EP with a lot of fucks in it. Have you
Mm.
guys Suicidal Tendencies fans at all?
Oh, hello.
I like some of their stuff on video and
We
stuff,
did the
and
first album.
yeah,
We did the
yeah.
first album.
Okay.
I think I think they're okay. I mean, I wouldn't want to hear them a lot, but
And we
Well,
did Lights
they're
Camera
all right.
Revolution.
if you
We
go
did
to the Suicidal for Life album, every fucking song has
is
fuck in it.
fuck.
It's suicidal motherfucker. It's fuck you. It's
No
no
fucking
bullshit.
problem at all.
Yeah, no fucking problem at all. Yeah,
That
and
album
it's like,
rules, dude.
yeah, dude, we need to have you review that one.
No. We only
I'm kidding.
did we only
Put it on
did
the list.
the debut album, and we did Lights Camera Revolution with James West. We
Fuck
haven't done The Art of Rebellion. We haven't done any. I want to do Freedom by them. I love Freedom, and I want to do some fucking. What's that other band they did with Robert Trio? Infectious Grooves. I want to do the
Yeah.
debut album of Infectious Grooves, or
Yeah.
Syphilius'
Hell yeah.
Arc.
That's
Well,
good
I
stuff,
love Mike Muir, dude. He is my hero.
man.
Love that fucking guy.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Mike Muir rules.
Yeah.
God dang.
We saw Suicidal open up, or maybe they were headline. I can't remember, but it was at the Vogue in Indianapolis, and we walked in, and there were all these Pepsi cans, everywhere, and of course, somebody set all that out and goes, "All I wanted was the Pepsi." Institutionalized starts,
Yeah.
and he was always talking about all he wanted was a Pepsi, and everyone starts
Coke is
crowding.
better, but that song rules.
Mhm.
I wasn't a big fan of early Suicidal because they were a little bit too punk, a little bit too punk rockish, I guess.
Oh,
Kinda
join the
thrashy punk
army.
I came into them on an EP right before How Can I Laugh Tomorrow If I Can't Even Smile?
That album rules, which we haven't reviewed yet.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
And then it went into Lights Camera Revolution. and it
Fucking
went
great
into,
album, which we did review with James West.
Yeah, Art of Rebellion.
We
and
haven't
then
done that. Oh god, that was the Peter Collins produced that, the Queensryche producer
it
from
was
Operation
very
Minecraft.
slick. It was slickly produced for a Suicidal record.
Gotta kill Captain Stupid, man. Come on, man.
But
Ah,
then
come
you went
on.
into Suicidal for Life,
Stand
and
by
everything was no
stomach here.
bullshit.
Stand by stomach, here come banana. Come on,
I
man.
have a suggestion for you. Why don't you guys do the album by Athletico Spiz 80 called Do a Runner?
Ooh.
Athletico Spiz 80. They did the song Where's Captain Kirk? Where's Captain Kirk? Where's Captain Kirk? Where's Captain Kirk? You don't remember that? And then they had like a spray bottle of like
Was that on Dr.
um
Tomino? I probably missed it.
that was on a Music War. And then he had a spray can of like some Cheese Whiz or some spray stuff, and he sprayed it in the audience.
Oh god, man. Fucking Oingo Boingo rules.
They
I
were
don't
they
know.
were like they were
Truth
kind of
be
like
told-
them, but they kept changing their name. So every album that they did, they had a name change.
I had to get Oingo Boingo in there to irk my other two co-hosts, my ex co-hosts. You know, the last few days, you know what I've been listening to? Boingo Boingo. And
Yeah.
Duran Duran. I just
Yeah.
been listening to those two bands, the B-52s.
Yeah.
I am not like a pure metal guy.
Mm.
I like alternative. I like 80s. I like Madonna. God dang,
Yeah.
I like Madonna. I hate Cyndi Lauper.
Anyone want
What's-
to let me
Mhm.
know what my favorite Madonna album is?
What?
Bedtime Stories.
Oh, you sexy motherfucker. Of
I had
course
to
you like that one.
switch
I
it
think
to
Take a Bow was one of her favorite.
Power
One of my
because
favorite.
I don't
songs
have
of hers.
my
I think mine is True Blue.
Oh.
I like Papa Don't Preach.
Oh God, yeah.
Fucking great. And we haven't reviewed that. We need to review a Madonna album. We
need to get
haven't
off the
done a
Hard Rock
Madonna
and
album on
Metal
this
I had to
crap.
take off my headphones because of my charger.
Yeah.
So
that's
so you guys are coming in very low.
well, I'm sorry.
No, I can hear you, but at least you don't sound loud.
Can you hear me?
Lee.
I'm just gonna have
Lee!
to be like this.
Hey, man. Papa Don't Preach. Even Like a Prayer was a fucking great album.
Like a Prayer was an amazing song.
That was a
Amazing
good
fucking-
album.
Fucking great album. You know, we that's why I called it Freeform Rock. She is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so she is technically rock, right? So there you go.
Yeah.
We
I don't
need to do a
care.
Madonna album. I think Jerry will be pissed.
Hey, there was an artist recently. I don't even think I know her name, but it's getting all this bullshit because she was dressed up in a sexy wedding dress or something, prancing up and down a church, and everyone was having this shit fit out of it. I looked over at my wife and I said, yeah, Madonna did that like 35 years ago with
Lee, get your
Um,
ear out of the camera.
Well,
it wasn't it was like it
Well,
was
I have
like,
to hear
come on,
you.
Jerry, help me out here. Da, 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 da. The one that she had all the controversy on.
That was like
Katy
a prayer.
Perry.
Like a prayer.
Like a Prayer. That's it. Yes.
yeah.
Katy
Well,
Perry.
because she had a black Jesus.
Was it
Oh
Katy
my-
Perry?
And she was in church and there was a crucifix and she was
Yeah.
half naked and it's like, okay.
God
well,
dang,
girls
was she
shouldn't
hot,
half
though?
naked anymore.
God dang, was Madonna hot back then? God dang, like a virgin video in the fucking canals, fucking like a virgin. Hey, fucking putting your boot. I had a fucking poster of Madonna in her fucking swimsuit, wet. God dang. You know, people make fun of her now because she's getting all this plastic surgery. I think she would look great with that plastic surgery. She didn't have to fucking, she was already a fucking masterpiece and she ruined herself.
She could have
Ah.
gone old gracefully with gray hair.
Yes.
She would have been hot.
Yes.
So she has some plastic surgery. She puffs up a little bit. She's come down. She's still hot, but you didn't need to do that. She could have been. I'm not saying that she has a right to do that. She's fine to do that. People like that she did that. But I'm thinking Madonna, gracefully old with beautiful gray hair, dancing around with the tight body I know she would have.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with that?
Just think of this. Madonna as a pop star was actually heavy metal. Because
Oh,
she
Lady
did what the
Gaga.
fuck she wanted to do. Madonna did what she wanted to do and didn't give a fuck what people thought.
And she still does, but
She still
being,
does. Yeah.
She's still being kind of crippled by social media and Facebooks and the TikToks and
You know, fuck that. I would go see her live.
absolutely.
I would go see
Mhm.
Madonna live.
There are 3 female artists, if not 4, that I would go see and that are in the pop world. Pink, I would go see.
I would
Lady
see Pink.
Gaga.
I
If
see
I
Lady
could see
Gaga.
Lady Gaga live, I'd see her live, and Madonna for sure.
I would see that Embassy Hailstorm. Pat
Hailstorm,
Benatar.
I'd
Heart.
see Lady Gaga just to meet her.
She
I would
wouldn't
love to
meet
meet
you,
her.
Lee. You have to pay for that shit for Lady Gaga, though.
But we'll get her on this
Well, I
podcast.
wouldn't go to her
She'll be
concert.
here.
I would just walk up there and say hi.
Do you guys like Joan Osborne?
I saw her actually.
You know, what
a
if
free
God
concert.
was one of us? Just a
I
slob
think she's
like
okay.
one of us. You know who wrote?
I have friends who like her music a lot.
But you know who
I
wrote?
like it. I mean,
But
I
listen to that.
kind of like Bonnie Raitt a little bit better.
No, I like
but,
Joan Osborne better
but
than
I
Bonnie
do
Raitt.
like Joan Osborne.
But I like Joan Osborne because you know who wrote that song with her? Eric Hyman and what's that guy? Eric Bazillion. And they are the two members of the Hooters. And they also wrote Time After Time with Cyndi Lauper.
Oh,
That band fucking rules. The Hooters rule. We did One Way Home. We haven't did Nervous Night yet. I do want to do Nervous Night one day because that album has a lot of memories to me. I love that fucking album. But I'm just gonna say Joan Osborne, her blues shit, she did like Saint Teresa, great shit on that album, man.
yeah, she did some good stuff.
Yeah,
great record. Okay, we talking female musicians at this
go
point?
for it, man. Do what you want, man.
Okay, one of my favorites I came into in 93, I think, 93, 94. Sarah McLachlan. I absolutely love the record Fumbling Towards Ecstasy. And hoping to go see her on tour this summer.
At least you didn't say Piano Apple.
Yeah,
I actually do like Fiona Apple. One of her albums is really good.
Of course you do.
Yes. The Criminal one is actually really, really good.
You know what? I do like that song.
Yeah, I don't care.
That's good. Don't care.
Yeah, but the Sarah McLachlan Fumbling Towards Ecstasy into Angel. Holy shit.
Did you go see Lilith Fair?
What's that?
Did you go see Lilith Fair? Their shows?
I hadn't grown my vagina yet. I hadn't grown my vagina yet.
Do you like Jewel?
Yes, I do.
I actually saw Jewel at the Lilith Fair and she was great.
He went to Lilith Fair. You know what? You guys enjoy it. It's cool. You're like, Sarah McLachlan, you know what gets me mad about her? Because I see like things with animals dying that people aren't taking care of animals. And it probably gave me a bad taste in her mouth because I love cats and dogs and animals that don't get adopted, you know. I think that sucks. But
then you have In the Arms of an Angel playing playing this fucking videos of cats with one eye and dogs. Yeah. It's like, do you really want you part of this?
No, I don't.
Every time I hear your song now, I'm gonna think of that poor cat that didn't have an eye.
I want to go adopt. I got 3 dogs. We had 4 dogs. One passed away. We got 3 dogs and 2 cats. We don't need any more animals. But you know what? I'm gonna take in an animal in a second. I love fucking animals.
I had a deer come right up to the back door. Little baby deer come right up to the back door, playing with my cat the other day. And I'm like, through the door. And I'm like, you need to go back to mom. That's back because we live on the back side of the field. So they live back there. So it's like, you need to go back to mom. I have nothing to feed you. And if I feed you anything, you're never going to stop coming to my back door.
Well, fucking deers rule. Just don't let Ted Nugent in your backyard.
No, I mean, Ted Nugent wouldn't even kill a baby deer, dude.
Oh, I know he wouldn't. But if that deer was a buck, bye-bye.
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 Because I drive a very dark highway, an hour and 5 to work, 2 ways every day.
You know, I got an hour and a half
when I go, usually dark when I come home. And it is deer ridden, dude. I can't tell you how many. I drive with my foot like hovered above the brake. It's like I'm just ready to stop. And the deer population's just crazy. I hate to kill anything, but I love to eat it. Send your hate mail to me.
Oh, it's not like I told somebody yesterday at work. He said, "You know what? I love cows. I couldn't kill my own food." I said I'd have to learn during the apocalypse, but like I couldn't sit there and kill a cow. They're pretty cute looking, you know. They
They
got those
are.
eyes, and it's like I wouldn't want to hammer it on the head and fucking get a hamburger from it. I go, fuck that shit. But man, also Ben, we got Sebastian Bach talking that crap. Yeah, I think he's like Sammy Hagar. He needs to stop. They ain't gonna let you back in. They're happy without you. I don't know. What other music news do you have, Shane? Mooger? I mean,
Not much really. I mean, just same old, same old. I look at it every day, but what I absorb and what's actually newsworthy, I don't know.
what about the Darkness playing with Ed Sheeran?
Oh, I watched that entire rehearsal video of them backstage. That was so good. That was so good. I love Ed Sheeran.
I like one song from the Sons of
Sons of
Anarchy.
Anarchy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bought that song. It's the only song I like by him.
No, man, he's got so many good things. He's so creative, and he has all these pedals and he has all these repeaters. He doesn't need a band. He can tour with a pedal board, do an arena, do an hour and a half, make a bunch of money. He didn't have to pay anybody but himself. And but he's super talented. He's recorded with Cradle of Filth, if you don't know that. Which I do not like that band, but he's collaborated with a song with Danny Filth. So that's interesting. And then when he was there, he's been a fan of the Darkness since he was a kid. And did you watch the backstage rehearsal video of the song?
I don't like the Darkness.
I will just say that Hawkins has got this most beautiful falsetto that he can transform to his voice.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. But he does it so well.
Whenever I hear them, and even when I see that guy's YouTube page and videos, I think to myself, if he was a guest at my house at a party, I would leave the party and not come back until I knew he was gone.
I hated that Taylor Hawkins show where he came out and sang some songs. He did Van Halen songs, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
he did the
tried to
Van Halen
find them
song,
and I
but
couldn't.
Wolfgang Van Halen really shredded those Van Halen solos. And fuck you people out there telling Wolf, play Van Halen. Let the fucking kid do what he wants. Even his dad told him, be yourself, Wolf. And I think those two fucking great fucking albums he produced and released fucking rule. The second album is harder than the first. The guy
I don't
could
know.
fucking play. He's a great dude. He's cool. And he loves Sammy, man. It's because Sammy fucking rules, right, Mooger?
All the way, sir. All the way.
Are you going to see that tour with him doing with Joe Satriani?
Mhm. We
Yeah.
got tickets. Yes.
Yeah, I need to get tickets for that. That's in August here. It's at the Great Western Forum. Well, not the
Yeah,
Great Western Forum.
it's not too far from August here. You're August, we're August. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, fuck. They're just
Maybe
traveling,
we're
man.
July. Maybe we're sometime in July. I don't know.
I gotta see that, man. I gotta see that. I want to see the Foo Fighters, but they're too expensive. They're playing the BMO Stadium over here.
I saw the Foo Fighters on their very first album in a club that held maybe 500 people.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
everyone was throwing Mentos at him on the Big Me song.
that the first Foo Fighters album. That's my last album. I like when they went to Color and Shape.
Yes.
Yeah, they evolved from that
Oh,
album when Taylor came
they
in the
did.
band.
Oh, that first record was nothing but demos that he
Yeah,
recorded in like a few
it was
days.
Big Me. I didn't kind of like. I like
I love it.
This Is the Call. I like that one.
Yep.
I liked a lot of songs. I didn't like Big Me, but their second album, which made me a fan. That's what made
Well,
me a fan of them.
like the very first album was just something he was just kicking around, man. He just put it. He recorded it very quickly, mixed it down very quickly, put it on cassette, duplicated, a few hundred cassettes and pass them around to friends and family. And that, hey, this is the drummer from Nirvana. We got to cash in on this shit, whether the songs were good or not. And I personally think the songs were great. And
Yeah.
color and the shape definitely came into their own, and everything beyond that. So
Oh man, my favorite album is fucking what's that album they made the movie of? We did a review on that album, Lee.
oh, the 666.
No, that
No, I know what you're talking about.
documentary.
Strange Highways or
Strange
something?
Highways. That's my favorite Foo Fighters album.
Okay.
Me and Lee
Where they
did a
recorded
review
a
of it.
different track in a different studio with
God
every
dang.
label.
Subterranean, dude. God damn, that song rules.
Yeah, that's a
I
good one.
can I can listen to that album. That one and Wasting Light.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's when they started fucking just kicking ass, man. Wasting Light was like they went back to tape, recorded it on tape. They used that fucking that great producer, that great studio soundboard. Was it sound something here in LA that they sold in the board? Use that for that album, Wasting Light. Fucking A, man. I think Dave Grohl is a fucking genius, and that guy just loves music. And you could feel the love of music from Dave. Compared to Kurt, I don't think Kurt loved music. I really don't think he loved music like Dave does. Because I never felt the love of music when I heard Nirvana.
I think there was a love of art with Kurt, and however he could get it out, whether it was his painting or whether it was his guitar playing, screaming, whatever. I think he was an artist. Dave Grohl just fucking loves music. I've listened and read his autobiography or one of his books, and that he's the realest. Everyone's like, oh, Dave Grohl's the poster child for this and this and this. He's just a lover boy of this, this, and this. Because the man is real. You're not going to get a more real rock star than this guy. He isn't trying to be pompous. He isn't out there to get anything. He has everything. He's out there for the love of music. He cooks for the homeless. He doesn't do that, and he doesn't advertise it, by the way.
No, he
News,
doesn't. Other
no,
people
news
advertise
centers
him.
pick up on it, and they advertise it. But he does it because he loves it. If you read his book, people, just read his book. Are you all right, Lee? You having a stroke?
Yeah, I just can't hear you much, and my phone keeps it's connected to my charger, so I can't really you know, I can only put it sideways.
Okay. Well, keep going, Mooger.
What's that?
You were going on something to lead distract you.
No, I was just saying that Dave Grohl's a good dude. He's a good dude. People need to stop shitting on him because everyone's like, "Oh, he's just a go-to for everything. He's the
I'll
face
be
of
right
everything."
back. You can keep talking, but if you don't see me, don't worry about it.
Okay, but it's like the reason he is the face of everything is because he's real. He doesn't probably demand a retainer to come on your show. He probably doesn't demand this and demand that and the other thing. And if you watch, have you seen 666?
No, is that streaming yet?
Yeah,
Where?
absolutely. I bought it on Vudu.
You bought
for
it.
like
I
All
don't
right.
want to buy it.
$9, you know, and so I own it. But I believe you can get it on Prime or you can get it on Max.
I bought the fucking a fucking documentary on Apple Plus because that's
Right.
a fucking great documentary that Dave Grohl. Anything Dave Grohl does, like he talked to Rockstar Moms, that was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Check out the new Geddy Lee episode, new Geddy Lee thing. Our bass player's human.
That's
That is
great.
fucking cool.
That's great.
That's on Paramount Plus. He talks to
Yep.
Les Claypool. He talks to Chris Novoselic. That
Yes.
guy is a loon. And he's
Dude.
smart as fuck.
Chris
like-
Novoselic, I mean, he's flying in a plane.
He's flying in a plane,
he
dude.
takes Getty up for a fucking plane ride.
Dude, and he's playing the accordion. What the fuck is this shit?
Fuck the accordion. I want to fly a plane, man.
Oh, he can fly a plane. But fucking, that was a cool series, man. I hope he does more of that. I love Geddy Lee. You know, I'm not a Rush tart. I'm just a Rush fan. You guys don't like Rush, like
No.
Nate Ashton and Bushy?
I don't like everything Rush has done, just like you don't like everything Kiss has done.
Well, because Kiss became a parody.
Right, they did, but Rush, there was I'm sorry, there's some trippy shit there in the middle that I just don't follow.
Well, what was that?
Dude, I can't pronounce the names of the albums or the songs.
Dress
But,
Under Pressure, Hold Your Fire, Power Windows. That's the era
Mhm.
that people don't like.
what was Red Bruschetta? Was that one?
Red Bruschetta is fucking moving pictures, man.
Okay, what was the one of the album covers that was red with like,
Hold Your Fire. That's a Red Bruschetta right there.
that's a Red Bruschetta.
Bruschetta. Yeah.
Bruschetta.
Hold Your
Um,
Fire. So you didn't like Time
No,
Stand
see,
Still.
but I liked Roll the Bone.
Old Bones rules.
Well,
But it was like a couple albums before that, it was just like completely synth, completely electronic
Do
sounding.
you listen to Force 10?
That might be it. Yeah.
Force 10, tough times, demand tough hearts, demand tough song, demand tough time. We could rise and fall like empires, move in and out like the tide. I fucking love that album, dude. Time Stands Still with Amy
I'm
Mann.
not saying there weren't good things to like about them. I can honestly guarantee you I never gave them the time.
Well,
I s-
that song Tai Shan was the
mm,
worst Rush song ever. The only Rush song I don't like on Hold Your Fire. But that is the first show I saw them. I went on a blind date with a chick who had peripheral vision. It was pretty cool. My mom dropped us off at the Forum. I saw Rush. I saw Tommy Shaw open up on the Ambition tour.
nice.
Fucking great memories there. And then I saw them, the first band I saw 2 days in a row on the Presto tour. Fucking great shit.
Well, I I mean, who doesn't like Rush, right?
A lot of people don't like Rush.
Why? Because they're a great band.
Why don't you talk to Nate
I'm just
Atchison?
when I
Bushy.
say
Bushy hates Geddy Lee.
now when I say I don't like or don't under okay, let me reiterate, back up. I don't know a lot about a certain period of Rush. Okay. I know
What
Fly By
period
Night.
is this?
I know 2120. I
2112.
know Roll the Bones. 2121, 12, whatever.
How
Whatever
about
does right.
counterparts?
2020 or 2012, right?
2112, man. Stop fucking up.
2112, 2120, whatever.
2112. No, there is no whatever. I'm being a
That's a
rush
Mr.
tard
Mom.
here.
That's a Mr. Mom reference, asshole.
Fuck Mr. Mom. I love
Are
Mr.
you
Mom.
so you wiring at 110 or 220? Yeah, I know what 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Yeah, don't mess with Rush because Rush tards don't like that. Go ahead.
Uh, but and then it got into the later eras, and I will say that like every album from Rush from the mid 90s to the end, I really like. And of course, I love moving pictures. You know,
Signals.
subdivisions.
Signals.
Yeah, right. So just not that
Chemistry.
knowledgeable other than what I heard on the radio, what my brother's album collection was that consisted of it, what I picked up in the library, brought home, put on. And I just didn't like some of that early
Ooh.
80s, mid 80s.
Signals is coming now because I haven't done a Rush Signals episode. I got to get Chris Elio on that one with us.
I would love to be schooled on Rush.
Dude, Signals is my favorite Rush album. But
Why?
me and
Why?
Lee have reviewed a lot of Rush albums. I don't think we did Roll the Bones, but we did Caress of Steel, which I call Careless of Steel back then. And I think we
Why-
did
So why is
we
Signals your
did
favorite?
do Grace Under Pressure, which Lee loved. Lee loves the 80s. Like he loves the Six Pack by ZZ Top, right, Lee? You like the
Yeah.
Six Pack when they took Frank Beard's drums off and made it Eliminator drums. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you like that, Mooger? Do you like the
What's that?
ZZ Top 6-pack when they took Frank Beard's drums and turned it into Eliminator Johnny Five drums?
I've never heard that.
The 6-pack, with they put out a box set, which they took Frank Beard's drums, acoustic drums off, and changed it with Eliminator sounding drums because people like that sound, and it fucking fucked up the first 6 albums of ZZ Top.
No, no, not a fan.
You're not a
Not a
fan of
fan of
ZZ Top?
Big fan of ZZ Top, but not doing that.
They did that on the 6-pack box set. They took Frank Beard's acoustic drums
Right.
off
You said they took the acoustic
and put the
drums
drum
off
machine off. Put the
Yeah,
drum
no.
machine on those whole 6-pack albums.
No, no,
Isn't that an abortion?
huh?
The 6-pack sucked
It did.
because they fucked up 6 great.
I haven't
ZZ Top.
heard that, but I can't imagine. I mean, I know on the Eliminator and the Afterburner and all that shit, the sound was electric drums. But I don't want that. I didn't
All
like
all they used from Frank Beard on those 2 albums were his tom toms and cymbal.
the rest of it was electronic. Huh?
The rest of it was electronic programming.
Ah,
Doesn't
That
that
hurts.
suck? And then
No,
they took the first
but-
6 albums and changed it to that.
when I was in no, that's not right. But when I was in 6th grade at the mixture dance in the cafeteria and the DJ was set up and he played Sleeping Bag. I don't know, sounded pretty cool to me.
Yeah,
but
back then, yeah, but did you listen to it? It's just
not now.
I don't want my Texas fucking boogie rock mixed with new wave.
Well, I have an opinion on why they did it. Because if you're going to buy the 6 albums over again, some people would say, well, we already got the 6 albums, so why not do something new? That way, you at least get something new. Because otherwise, the other albums are already on available. So if you're going to do a 6-pack, why not do it with something new?
Right. That's like saying the last 6 shits I took, I'm gonna throw in an M&M or 2 and have something different for my next 6 shits. So,
But it's like Ozzy taking out Curse Lake and fucking that one dude off the album and put Robert Trio and another drummer on there. It's not good.
honestly, I never heard the difference. I knew it was different, and I knew they did that. Whatever, the fact that Lee Kerslake and Bob Daisley never got their due, for what the contributions they made to those first 2 records. I mean, come on.
I agree, man. They got screwed, dude.
They got screwed huge, but let's look at it this way. Everyone wants to call Sharon Osbourne a bitch, and she's just a warlord, and she's doing this and that and the other thing to fuck people over. What she was doing was protecting her husband and her children's future. And she was a mama bear, and she did do what she had to do. People say, well, Ozzy didn't write all the lyrics and music on this record. Well, apparently somewhere you signed a contract that you didn't read the fine fucking print, and you gave that right away to put your name on any song.
Jakey
So
Lee, dude, Bark at the Moon.
Oh,
He got fucked
absolutely.
over.
But
Yeah.
so did Bob, and so did Lee. They gave their shit away by signing a shit contract. It was all legal what she did. And it's like, read your contract, kids. Spend what you don't have on a lawyer. And if you were to go back to Sharon and say, I'm not signing this, you would have been gone anyway. We'll just get somebody else in here that's stupid enough to sign the contract.
Yeah, but Jakey Lee got smart on that album after Bark at the Moon, Ultimate Sin. He said, I'm not playing on this album unless you give me my songwriting credit. So
Right.
I think he's the only one who fucking told Sharon off.
Well, you have to. I mean, Randy was just in the beginning. Who knew? I'm sure he got a good cut. Who knows? And then Brad Gilson we're gonna go through all of that anyway in a future episode.
Yeah,
so.
we are. We won't talk about it too much.
But it's just no one can really whine or cry about something they didn't get because they signed it away because they didn't read the contract. That
Yeah.
shit can be worded so sneaky and so differently that you'll never know that you're signing shit away.
Mhm.
All right, Lee, you have any thoughts about that?
Well, I'm not really a big fan of a lot of Ozzy solo stuff anyway, and I think that but they ought to, if people had their songwriting, they should be credited with the songwriting. But I think that Ozzy generally is not really greatly all that talented anyway on his own. He needs other people with him. So I already pretty much could figure out that he can't write much on his own except for maybe a melody. But
Those vocal melodies made the songs, though, man.
But I'm like, but then okay, so you've got 5% of a song that's otherwise not that great. It's like, who cares? That's how I feel.
All right, man. Well, we're going to talk about Ozzy Osbourne on an episode coming up soon. So 7 weeks or 8 weeks from now or 10 weeks from now, it's coming in the new year. So just
24.
Shane got a cool guest for that, man. You wanna just let people know what that episode is. So I'm gonna start promoting early next episodes or episodes going later.
Well, coming up sometime in early 2024, I got my very special guest Fabio Vegas coming on. He's my brother from another mother, and we're all things Ozzy Osbourne and Ozzy Osbourne guitar players. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of delve into each era of each guitar player and what they contributed to Ozzy's band at the time. So we're going to start with Randy. We're going to go all the way to Zakk Wylde and beyond. So I think it'll be a good discussion. We're just going to need to narrow it down so it doesn't become a 12-hour episode, because it could be. So we're going to kind of put our notes together and we're going to get together. And I think anybody who's an aficionado of Ozzy Osbourne or Ozzy Osbourne guitar players, you're going to want to tune in, man, because we're going to narrow this down. And my hope is through this discussion, we're all going to learn a thing or two that we didn't know.
Yeah. I just want to just say we need to pick 3 songs because we can't play a lot of songs from each guitar era. So we need to pick 3 songs collectively, and then our tracks of the week, of course.
How many guests on that show?
Huh?
How many guests total on that show?
Just me, you, and Fabio. And Jerry. Just one guest. Huh?
Fabio.
We have 4 people on that episode. That's all I'm going to keep it at, because
people.
You said
so we
this
get
guy
3
knows...
we get 3 songs each?
No. We need to pick one from each era collectively.
Okay.
So I don't care. I'll just go with whatever you and Jerry pick. So give me that soon so I could write it down in the notes. And man, thank you guys for listening to the Freeform After Show. We got the Mooger Fooger, we got the ex co-host here, we got Lee the Gishman. Man, like, share, and subscribe, man. Share this shit. We do this for free, man. I'm a cool podcaster. I'm not a bad podcaster. But other people will tell you, fuck, they suck. That's all I gotta say. I know I'm cool, man. Thank you guys. Mooger, always a pleasure. Great to have you as the co-host. Lee, always great to do things with you, man. You rule too, man.
All right.
Let's get the fuck out of here, guys.
Take
Later.
care. Okay, bye.
Peace.